How to create an Android earning app from which you can earn a lot of money. Assalamu alaikum friends, my name is Ahad. You are watching High Tech Creator. Let's get started. Okay, so the basic principle of your app will be that the users will come to your app and some ads will be shown to them, and the users has to click on that ads, which will generate revenue for you, and you have to pay them some amount of money in return, so that your users will also be happy and they will make you happy. So each users generate up to 40 cents, and in return you have to pay them 5 cents or 10 cents per day. And if you think that if you have users about 100 or 1000, you can easily make $40 to $50 per day, and if you have more users, then you can easily generate more than $100. So first of all, we come to our purpose of this video, and now you have to go to this site beta.thunkable.com, and after coming to this site, you have to sign in with your Gmail account, and after that you will come to this type of page, but you don't have these two buttons which I have created, these two apps. So after signing in to the Thunkable, you have to click on create new app, and you have to name your app, as I'm naming it earning app, and click on OK. Okay, so now we are on our main screen. So before we start, I want to show you what type of app we are going to make. So I click on this page, and as you can see, this type of app you are going to make. You can easily test your app live with your smartphone, but first of all you have to download the Thunkable app from the Play Store, and then go to this test. And okay, so first I reset this connection and I click on Thunkable live. Now you have to scan this QR code with your smartphone. Okay, so I have scanned this QR code. Now it is initializing. So here we are, this type of app you are going to make. So when I click on this let's start, we are directed to the another screen in which I have written some instructions. So here we have two buttons, and when the user click on now let's go, then he will come to this screen where I have created 5 buttons for the task for the users to do. And when the user click on this task 1, the ads will be shown to them and they have to click on them. So it is not a very complicated app, it is simple app. You can easily make it for your own earning. So in get paid, when the user click on get paid, they will direct it to the payment, and where they have to put their name and enter their email address. So now the main thing is that that how the user will receive their payments. There are some online banks. I will give you their names, that like ePayments and Payer. These banks are used for payments to the users or any other for other purposes, so you can easily pay your users with these sites, where you have to create your own account and you have to tell the other users to create their own account for that, so that they will easily receive their payments. So this is not a complicated app, this is very easy app, and I'm going to show you how to create it. So let's move forward. Okay, so we are on our first screen, and first of all I'm going to show you how to insert an image. Okay, so now we are on our main screen of this earning app, and now I want to tell you how to insert an image. So first of all, on the left hand side, click on user interface and drag this image to your screen. Now as you can see this small icon, and now you have to upload a picture. So I click on picture and then upload file, then choose file, okay. So now I click on this icon, okay. So as you can see, the image has been uploaded, and if you want to check your app that how it is look like, you can again go to test and click on Thunkable Live, and now scan the QR code. Okay, so as you can see how image looks like in our phone. If you want to customize your setting and you have to change the size of the image, you can easily change it by click on height, and you can also check this box to fill parent, where your image will occupy the whole screen. And you can also check on this pixel, where you have to enter the pixels, and in percent, that how much percent your image will take the screen. So if I put 50% or 10%, then image will look like that, and in our phone it will be very small, so it is not looking good. So I return its setting to automatic, and now it is correct. So I have shown you how to insert an image. Now I'm going to show you how to add multiple screens and how to link them. So as you can see, at the top right corner we have a button, add screen, and you can also name your new screen, or you can leave it. So then you have to click on OK, and we are now on screen 2. So in screen 2 we can again put some images or button, anything you want, but now I'm going to show you how to link between the screens. So I go to screen 1 and I drag this button and place it over here. One thing I have to tell you, that you can also change the properties of a button also. You can change the name of the button, and you can also change the text color of the button and the background color of the button. You can change both, and you can also change the font size. I type 20, and as you can see, the font size has been changed. So now the main thing is that how to link between the screens. So you are now in the designer section, and to give a function to the button you have to go to block section and click on the button 1, and here these are the some algorithms that you have to place it on this white screen, and so that your button can work. So I placed that when button 1 click do. So when what button 1 should do when it is clicked. So on control I go to open another screen. Okay, so I drag it and place it in the button 1. So now I want to give that when button 1 is clicked, then open another screen name, and which screen. So I go to text and select this empty block and place it over here, and I type it screen 2. Okay, so when button 1 is clicked, then the screen 2 will be open. So let's check it in our phone. When I click on start, then screen 2 is open. So here we got a success. Okay friends, so let's move forward, and now I'm going to show you how to place ads in your app. But first of all, I want to tell you that you don't have to place more than 5 to 6 ads in your app, because if you place more than 5 to 6 ads, your account can be terminated, that is your AdSense account, because the Google will observe that your users are making invalid clicks to the ads. So this thing you have to bear in mind. So let's move forward. For the ads you have to go to google.com/admob, and here we will come, and here you have to sign in with your Google, that is your Gmail account. You can sign it to the AdMob. So I'm going to sign in. Okay, so after you sign in to this page, this type of screen will appear, and you have to go to apps and click on add your first app. Okay, then it will ask a question from you that have you published your app on Google Play or App Store. I will click on no, but if you have already published, you can definitely click on yes. Now you can name your app, that what type of app you are making. I will write earning app, and I select the platform Android, and I click add. So now I am going to create the ad unit ID. So there are 3 options: banner ad, interstitial ads, or rewarded ad. You can select the banner ad or interstitial. Interstitial are the full screen ads as you have seen in different apps, and the banner ads are at the top or the bottom. So but the banner ads generate less revenue as compared to interstitial, so I recommend you that you must select the interstitial ad unit. So you can name your ad. I type ad 1 and create ad unit. So I click done. Now here we have created the ad unit. You can make more ads, as I have created in my app around 5. So you can also create 5 ad unit by doing the same method. Select the interstitial and then you have to name your app, and that's it. So what to do next is that click on the ad one, and now this is the important thing, that you have to select this ad unit and you have to copy, Control C, and this the app you are making. So I add a screen, or we have already added a screen in screen 2. Now what to do here in this, that you have to go to experimental, and I drag this AdMob interstitial to this screen. Okay, so in the properties there is the ad unit ID where you have to paste. I press Ctrl plus V and uncheck this box, test mode, and that's it. Now when you click on the button, then it will come to screen 2 and the ad will show. But for this you have to also give the algorithm to it, that what would happen that this ad will shown in the screen 2. So I click on screen 2 and I drag this when screen 2 initialize do, and I click on the interstitial one and I drag this call AdMob interstitial 1 dot load ad. So that's it, that when I click on start, then the user will move to the screen 2 and here he will watch the ad, and that's it. Okay friends, as you can see the ads are showing to my app. It would take up to 5 minutes that your app will start showing ads. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you how to place the banner ad. So for this you must go to user interface, and not user interface, go to layouts and drag this horizontal arrangement over here. This is a blank space in which you can place anything like button or image, but I am going to place the banner ad. So I drag this AdMob banner and drag it over here. So this warning is showing to me, and which means that I have to first, okay, so you have to change this sizing to responsive, and now I go to screen 2. Now I have to paste the ad unit ID in this box. For this you can again go to AdMob and click on ad unit, and for this time you select the banner ad and you name the ad. I write ad 2 and click on create ad unit. Click on done. Then click on this ad 2 and select this ad unit, copy it and paste it over here. Now you have to uncheck this box test mode, and now I go to blocks and I click on this add mob banner 1 and drag this. When add mob banner 1 ad loaded, do set add mob banner 1 visible to and go to logic and drag this true over here. So, and one more thing, that when screen to initialize, these two ads will show. So for the ads you have to do these things. Okay friends, now I'm going to show you how to set up Firebase that the data of your users will receive to you, that is the email and their name, so that you can easily pay them. Okay, so first I show you what type of thing we are going to make, like this, that the user will input their name and their email. So these two things they will input, and then they will click on submit, and after when they click on submit, their data, which is their name and email, will be received by me and I have to pay them. I have also placed a label that I will pay them within 12 hours. So let's move forward. Okay friends, to set up Firebase, go to firebase.google.com, and here you have to again sign in with your Gmail account, and after that go to console. Okay, so here it is loading. Now what to do next is that you have to click on add project, and you have to name your project. I type earning app. Now you have to select the country. I select my country, that is Pakistan, and click on create project. Okay friends, after that this type of screen will appear, and you have to scroll down and go to get started with database. You can easily store data real time. So get started. Now here you will receive the email and the names of the users. So first you have to go to rules, and here you have to select this null and type here true. and here also you have to type true. Okay, and then click on publish. Okay friends, now on Thunkable we have to do couple of things, that we have to create another screen for the payment where the user will type email and their name, so that we will receive their email and we will give their payment. So I go to add screen and click on OK. Now on screen 3 I have to place a label, and on label I type your name. Okay, so okay friends, now I will drag this text box over here where the user will type their name, and here I will place another label and I type here email. Okay, so now I drag this another text box over here. Now at the last I will place a button over here. You can also make some gaps between it by using the layout, which is the horizontal arrangement, and between these things. And okay, so now I have to give a function to this button, and I have to save all the data to my Firebase account. So for this, first I have to change the text of this button. I will type submit. Okay friends, now I have to add the Firebase database on Thunkable. For this I will drag this Firebase database to this screen 3, and here we have the properties of the Firebase, and the Firebase token I leave it alone, and for the Firebase URL I have to change this. For this I go to this earning app database and I copy this URL and paste it over here. Okay, so the project bucket is okay, nothing to change over here. So now what to do is that we have to make changes in the blocks, that we have to set up the algorithm for that, for the database. Okay, so what to do, that now I have to set up the Firebase for the Thunkable. For that I go to blocks, and here we will set up the algorithm for that. I click on button 1 and I drag this when button 1 click, and then what happens, so in the Firebase database I drag this called Firebase database, and I go to text box 1 and drag this text box 1 to the tag, and for the text box 2 I drag this text box 2 text over here. So what happens, that when the user will type their name and email over here in these two text box, and when they click on submit, the name will save in the tag and their email will save in the add value. So that is in text box 2. So I also attach a notifier that when the user will click on submit, a screen will appear that shows that your payment request has been submitted. And I drag this notifier over here in the screen 3, and in the blocks I set up the algorithm for this notifier. I click on this notifier 1 and I drag this call notifier 1 over here, and it show alert notice that your payment request has been submitted. For that I go to text and drag this empty block over here, and I write over here submitted. Okay, so here we have the algorithm for the database. Okay friends, after you have created the algorithm for the database, you must do one more thing, that when the user will submit the email to you, they will want to exit the app. And for that, okay, so friends, for that you must copy this algorithm which I have created for my app, that when the screen 10 is back pressed, a dialog box will appear and the user will be allowed to exit the app. When you click on the screen 10, you will easily find the back pressed, and in the notifier you will easily find this algorithm, and you have to drag it in the screen 10 back pressed algorithm, and you have to select this empty text box from here, and you have to write this. You can write on and in the text you can drag this text box over here, and here you can write anything. So okay, so you must also copy this algorithm, and you can easily find it over here in the control. And all the things you can easily find it by watching this algorithm, and you can easily create your own. Okay friends, thank you for watching. Hope that this video will be helpful to you. Don't forget to subscribe my channel.